Hi, it's Wendy from the library. Today I'm going to show you how to make our little no-sew gnome. And he sits there with his little furry beard. He's pretty cute. It's pretty easy, so let's get started. Let you know that when you get your little take and make kit, you'll have a little bit of a printed instruction, which is great because it helps remind you what to do. There's also a template for the hat for the gnome. You'll notice on the template there's two lines. One is it's a little bit of a longer hat and it will make it so it sits back on the gnome's head a little bit more, or the next line is a shorter one because I shortened up mine and I tended to like it, so I want to give you both options. You'll get that along with a piece of colored felt, and you'll get a pre-cut beard. The fake fur, I pre-cut them because I wanted to make sure that the beard was going downward and used up the material the best way that I could. You'll also get a bag of rice and a sock, different colored socks. We've got a variety that we're giving out. So let's get started. I'm going to turn the camera down so we can see. And I already cut out my hat. And I think what I'm going to do is, now that I've cut it out, I'm just going to go right ahead and go up the seam. It's this top one. And do some little dots. Now you're going to need a glue gun. If you don't have a hot glue gun at home, please call the library and we will can lend you out one along with your kit, but we would need to get it back. So, and you want to just turn this under, whoops, and fold it and go ahead and just press it down. Whoops, I don't want to leave that opening there, so let me get another little dot of glue. Another little dot right there would be good. So there's several dots of glue. I'm going to push that over with my scissors and then pull off the excess. And with this glue, you get all those little spiderwebby hairs. Just pull them off afterwards. Go ahead and just press that down in. And there we go for our hat. I'm going to just leave that there because it will continue sealing. And then it's interesting, you're going to take this. Now if you have a jar, you can put this inside of a little glass or jar, or just hold your opening in as you pour in your rice. Now I'm doing it freestyle here, so let's see how much of a mess I might or might not make. So I'm going to hold the opening like this. And as you start to pour it in and it settles down in, it starts filling down to that bottom, see? And then it holds itself pretty good. So there we go. Pouring my rice all in. I'm going to use the whole thing. This is like a pound of rice. I've also made one with beans, so if you make some later on in the future, just anything that's going to weight it down would work good. So there we go. There we go. All right, so as you can see, this is pretty full. And with this sock, I mean, it's really squishy, and I like to make it more of a tall cylinder when I'm beginning. So eventually I can have a tall gnome if I want. But then at the very top, I'm just going to tie it off. So you also get a piece of yarn in your kit. Sorry about that. And tie it off, and then just snip. This part will not show. This is a lot of extra sock. And at first I thought I would stuff it up inside that hat to make it stand up better, but it was too much. So I'm just going to cut it off maybe an inch or so above where the tie is. There we go. So this is the beginning of our gnome. Now we're going to need to glue on our beard. And you want your beard to set so that, see how this hair in the bottom curls when it just touches the bottom of the table? And that's about where you want your beard to be. And make sure it goes around pretty level all the way around. If you want your gnome a little taller, some of the socks may not be as stretchy as this one. I still want to make sure it's there. So there we go. And I'm going to glue it like that. So I'm going to go right ahead and tack in the middle and then one side. Make sure my beard is all the way. There we go. And then do some tacks on this one too. There we go. There we are. So, I'll hold it for a second. There we are. So here's our guy's beard. And the next thing that we put on, it's not going to be the nose. Oh, I forgot to tell you, you get a pom-pom. We're going to put the hat on next because we want to make sure that the hat goes over the beard, maybe 1/4 of an inch. So I'm going to make my gnome kind of skinny so that I can put my hat down over and snug it up. There we go. Make sure that the back is pretty much lined up with the seam in the back. And then we're going to tack it on a couple places. I'm not actually putting glue right on the front because my nose is going to go there. There we go. And then maybe tack it on this side. There we go. And I'm going to tack it on the back.
Okay, are you out in the parking lot? All right.
There we go.
You're welcome.
There we go. So, there we are. And so now we're going to determine where our nose is going. And right in the middle of the front, we'll lift this lid. And we're going to stick it between the two. So we want the nose to stick out a little bit. It's going to be like that. And it actually will lift up the hat a little bit. So see, the nose will actually be on the beard. So I would say put your glue on your pom-pom so that you can place it easier. Right onto the beard. There we go. And we'll let it dry. There we go. Super. And he's just about done. See how easy this is? Now with this gnome, I wanted a crook in his hat. Whoops, I don't know if you can see that pretty good. I wanted his hat to give a little crook. So I put some glue in there and then just held it bent over. So you can do the same thing with this one if you want. If you like his hat to stick up straight, just leave it up straight. Or you can even put a pom-pom on the end or whatever you'd like, a jingle bell. So that's our gnomes. Pretty easy. There will be different colored felts that go out, pretty natural colors, nothing too bright. But if you had felt at home that you'd rather put in for your hat, it would be fine. It would look cute. So I hope you have fun with these gnomes. I know that I did. And I hope you guys all have a great day. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.